Hi guys, today we are going to continue with the 7.3 triangles notes. This is covering example 2, constructing a triangle using angle measures, and example 3, constructing a triangle using side lengths. Okay, so let's start by looking at example 2, constructing a triangle using angle measures. So we are going to draw a triangle with angle measures of 30, 60, and 90 degrees, then classify the triangle. So let's take a look. So we are going to draw a triangle with a 30, 60, and 90 degree angle. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is draw a straight line. Each time we've drawn something, we want to start with that straight line. Okay, it's up to you how long you want this. There's no specific length requirement for this triangle. However, you may not want to make it too long to take up too much space, because then you have to connect all of the angle pieces or all of the lines to each other. Now, most of the time, we've always used the side pieces from our central dot. We want to still do that. However, we want to bring our dot to the edge. So we're actually going to connect this side point to another position. So I'm going to make a dot right in the middle. Okay, my line is all lined up, so I know I'm going to be making a straight or an angle that matches with that dot. Okay, so I am going to look to make a 90 degree angle first. So when I go here, remember I want it to open because the rest of my angle or the rest of my line is this way. So I want my triangle to be facing this general direction. So when I line this up, I am going to go from the right on the inside up until I see 90 degrees. When I hit my 90 degrees, I am going to make a little line or a dot, whatever is easier for you. Then I'm going to turn my protractor and make a straight line. Let's move that over just a tad. Okay, so I know this is 90 degrees. Now, from there, I'm actually going to rotate my paper because I want to make another degree measure from this angle this time, from this position. So from here, I want to I can either make the 30 or the 60. And it actually seems like the 30 might be the easiest one to go with, because if I look, this is my line behind it. You can kind of see it straight behind. I see 30 degrees right here. So I can make my marking right about the 30 degree marking point. Turn this, and I am going to connect my two dots. Now, we do have some extra, and that's okay. So this one we had as 30 degrees. And if I actually line this up where these two lines intersect, okay, this angle is opening this direction. That is going to be lined up with my 60 degree angle mark. Okay. Now, if you were not wanting to turn your paper, so let's start with our 90 degree angle again. Do this quicker. So if I have my 90 degrees, if you don't or are unable to turn your paper, let's make sure this all lines up since I didn't make my dot. Okay, I could just shift to this side of my triangle, my angle. Remember, this was 90 degrees, so I'm going to indicate that. This one over here, I can shift it to make another dot on the end of that line. And again, I can choose to go to the 60 degree line, or yes, the 60 degree line, the marking up here. Okay, or I could use the 30 degree, whichever is easiest for you. This 30 is a little bit easier, a little closer, maybe easier to connect with. So I made it at the 150 or 30 degree. I'm going to line up the three dots that I've made. And really, I could have stopped at this position. Okay, but here is my triangle. Now they do look different, but they still are going to have a 30, 60, and 90 degree angle. Okay. All right, so let's look at constructing a triangle using side lengths. For example 3, we want to draw a triangle with a 3 centimeter side and a 4 centimeter side. They are going to meet, so they come together at a 20-degree angle. So they have an angle that's 20 degrees. So I'm going to start by drawing a line. Okay, I'm going to look at my units that I have here. If I look down here, these are actually inches on the bottom of my protractor. If I look on the inside, this is another straight line. So this is another area that we have measurements. I'm going to use these because it says centimeters and millimeters. Now I want to focus on the centimeters because that's what it's telling me that my units are in. So centimeters from this position to this position, that is 1. That is 1 centimeter. From this position to this position again is 10 millimeters. So there are 10 millimeters in that 1 centimeter. But I'm going to be focusing on the fact that I have a 3 centimeter length and a 4 centimeter length. So I'm going to start by putting a point right there. And I'm going to draw a 3 centimeter line. Okay. And then I'm going to actually make a 20-degree angle. That's my next thing that I want to work on. So I'm going to make a 20-degree angle. So I lined it up. I lined up my line on my protractor, the line that I had drawn. I put my dot here. I'm going to put a marking here at the 20-degree angle. Now, if I actually drew a line from there to there, it's almost 5.5 centimeters. I don't want to draw the line all the way there, but I do want to line up those points. And I'm going to stop drawing when I get to that 4 centimeter mark. So I'm going to draw and use my protractor. Okay, everything will still line up, so my angle measure will still be 20 degrees, but my line doesn't need to be necessarily that long. From there, I'm just going to take the end points and connect my triangle to complete it. So I know that this is 4 centimeters. We always want to label them. This was 3 centimeters, and this is my 20-degree angle. Okay, go ahead and pause the video, and you can do the 3 and 4, try on your own from 7.3.